Prime Minister Modi says time has come for the Indian industry to work towards creating a globally competitive domestic supply chain. Prime Minister Modi calls for bold decisions and bold investments and says Atmanirbhar Bharat is the way forward while addressing the 95th annual plenary of the Indian Chambers of Commerce. In a big achievement against the terrorism in Kashmir Valley, Jammu and Kashmir police boss a Pakistan-sponsored terror outfit in Handwara, arrests 3 Lashkar terror associates and seizes heroin worth 100 crore rupees. The Fitch Ratings says Indian economy to grow at the rate of 9.5% in 21-22. In a big achievement against terrorism in Kashmir Valley, Jammu and Kashmir police bursts a Pakistan-sponsored terror outfit in Handwara, arrests 3 Lashkar terror associates and seizes heroin worth 100 crore rupees. INS Shaldur carrying 233 fishermen stranded in Iran scheduled to arrive at the Porbandar coast today under Operation Samudra Setu. Various flights from the US, Canada and Europe scheduled as part of the Vande Bharat mission. The number of recoveries remain above active COVID-19 cases in India, over 1.41 lakh cured and discharged, while active cases stand at 1.37 lakh. More than 52 lakh samples tested so far. The central teams deployed in the 6 cities to assist states in the COVID-19 management. COVID-19 cases across the globe continue to spiral up with over 73.5 lakh confirmed cases worldwide. Over 34 lakh people recovered, while 4.1 lakh people succumbed to the virus. The WHO's chief says asymptomatic transmission of COVID-19 can occur, but more research needed before drawing any conclusion. Hello and good afternoon. You're watching Doordarshan News with me, Nancy Kohli. A top story: Prime Minister Narendra Modi to deliver the inaugural address on the occasion of the 95th annual day of the Indian Chambers of Commerce, Kolkata, via video conferencing. Speaking on the occasion, the Prime Minister said the time has come for the Indian industry to work towards creating a globally competitive domestic supply chain while taking the Indian economy out of command and control mode towards plug and play mode. He also said that this is also a time for bold decisions and bold investments.
ये समय इंडियन इकोनॉमी को कमांड एंड कंट्रोल से निकालकर प्लग एंड प्ले की तरफ ले जाना है। ये समय कंजर्वेटिव अप्रोच का नहीं है, बल्कि आगे बढ़कर बोल्ड डिसीजंस का है, बोल्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट्स का है। ये समय भारत में एक ग्लोबली कॉम्पिटिटिव डोमेस्टिक सप्लाई चेन तैयार करने का है। इसके लिए उद्योग जगत को अपनी मौजूदा सप्लाई चेन के सभी स्टेक होल्डर्स को संकट से निकालने में मदद भी करनी है और वैल्यू एडिशन में उनकी हैंड होल्डिंग भी करनी है।
Prime Minister Modi has urged the industry leaders to come forward and take the opportunity of reforms announced in various sectors of the economy.
अब तमाम सेक्टर्स, खासकर कोल और माइनिंग के सेक्टर को अधिक कॉम्पिटिटिव बनाने के लिए जो रिफॉर्म्स अनाउंस हुए हैं, उसका भरपूर फायदा उठाने के लिए उद्योग जगत आगे आए। मेरे युवा साथी, आप आगे आए।
And the Prime Minister said while the world is fighting the COVID-19 pandemic, India must convert the COVID-19 crisis into a turning point towards becoming a self-reliant nation.
एक बड़ा काश हर भारतीय के मन में रहा है, मस्तिष्क में रहा है। ये काश क्या है? काश हम मेडिकल इक्विपमेंट के क्षेत्र में आत्मनिर्भर होते। काश हम डिफेंस मैन्युफैक्चरिंग में आत्मनिर्भर होते। काश हम कोल और मिनरल्स के सेक्टर में आत्मनिर्भर होते। काश हम एविएशन सेक्टर में भी आत्मनिर्भर होते। ऐसे कितने सारे काश, अनगिनत काश हमेशा से हर भारतीय को झकझोरते रहे हैं। साथियों, एक बहुत बड़ी वजह रही है कि बीते 5-6 वर्षों में देश की नीति और रीति में भारत की आत्मनिर्भरता का लक्ष्य सर्वोपरि रहा है। अब कोरोना क्राइसिस ने हमें इसकी गति और तेज करने का सबक दिया है। इसी सबक से निकला है आत्मनिर्भर भारत अभियान।
Prime Minister Modi also said that the key to Atmanirbhar Bharat is a self-confident India.
आत्मनिर्भर भारत के मूल में जो मंत्र है वो है आत्मविश्वासी भारतीय। हर भारतीय आत्मविश्वासी होगा तो आत्मनिर्भर भारत की यात्रा बहुत कम समय में हम जीत लेंगे।
Prime Minister Modi also said that the recent decisions taken by the Centre for the Farmers' Welfare have freed the agricultural economy from the years of slavery.
एग्रीकल्चर इकोनॉमी को परसों की गुलामी से मुक्त कर दिया है। सच्ची आजादी किसानों को मिली है। अब भारत के किसानों को अपने प्रोडक्ट, अपनी उपज देश में कहीं पर भी बेचने की आजादी मिल गई है। एपीएमसी एक्ट, एसेंशियल कमोडिटीज एक्ट, उसमें जो संशोधन किए गए हैं, किसानों और इंडस्ट्री के बीच पार्टनरशिप का जो रास्ता खोला गया है, उससे किसान और रूरल इकोनॉमी का कायाकल्प होना तय है। इन फैसलों ने किसान को एक प्रोड्यूसर के रूप में और उसकी उपज को एक प्रोडक्ट के रूप में पहचान दी है।
Moving on now, the Fitch has released its rating overview for India, and according to the rating agency, India's economy is forecast to bounce back with a sharp growth rate of 9.5% next year. Listing the positives for India, the Fitch Ratings has said there was greater confidence in a sustained reduction in general government debt over the medium term to a level closer to the BBB peer median. Also, there is a possibility of higher sustained investment and growth rates without the creation of macroeconomic imbalances, such as from the successful structure reforms implementation. And the credit rating agency Standard & Poor's, however, has projected India's growth rate at 8.5% for 2021-22. The S&P report has added that the stable outlook reflects expectation that India's economy will recover following the containment of the COVID-19 pandemic, and the country will maintain its sound net external position. The agency also feels that the recent reforms taken by the government to liberalize India's domestic agriculture markets could help to limit the risks on inflation. Also, the RBI measures will support its ability to sustain the economic growth while attenuating economic or financial shocks. And in some other news now, in a big achievement against the menace of terror in the Kashmir Valley, the Jammu and Kashmir police have busted a Pakistan-sponsored terror outfit in Handwara. A special team of the J&K police have seized huge quantity of narcotics and cash from the residential house of a person belonging to Handwara. The J&K police has also arrested 3 Lashkar terror associates. So it's a big catch, a big breakthrough as far as the terror network is concerned.
टेरर मॉडल को बस्ट किया हमने। इसके साथ 3 लश्कर तोयबा का टेरर एसोसिएट्स को भी गिरफ्तार किया हमने। उसका कब्जे से टोटल 21 केजी हेरोइन, जिसकी मार्केट वैल्यू 100 करोड़ के बराबर है, और 1.34 करोड़ का इंडियन करेंसी बरामद की। हम 2 हफ्ते से थोड़ा पीछे पड़ के टेक्निकली इन्वेस्टिगेटिवली इस मॉडल को पकड़ लिया। आज ये सारे गिरफ्तार किए गए लोग पाकिस्तान हैंडलर्स के साथ संपर्क में थे।
Important developments that are taking place in J&K. Moving on now, the INS Shardul carrying 33 Indians stranded in Iran is expected to arrive at the Port Bandar coast. The naval ship has embarked on its journey from port of Bandar Abbas in Iran on Monday evening under the Operation Samudra Setu. According to defense officials, most of the evacuees are fishermen from the Valsad district. In view of the COVID-19 pandemic, the evacuated personnel will be entrusted to the care of state authorities after reaching Port Bandar. 2,874 Indians from the Maldives and Sri Lanka have been evacuated by INS Jalashwa and INS Magar so far. And talking about the Vande Bharat mission now, that continues to bring back the stranded Indians from various countries. 3 flights carrying Indian nationals will arrive at Delhi and Hyderabad from Chicago, Atlanta and Washington in the US. The passengers have been expressing gratitude towards the government of India for their safe return home.
We were stranded here in USA for about 1.5 months. Our visa got expired about 1.5 months back. So we were stranded here and we had no hope of help. And then Air India came to our rescue.
Right now we are at Washington Airport and our flight towards Delhi, India leaves in about 2 hours. And we're very thankful to the Consulate General of India for providing us with this opportunity to reach our homes finally.
It's a big step by Government of India by initializing Vande Bharat mission, and we are very thankful to everyone for this help.
Thank you Indian Embassy for helping me so much, and now I'm able to travel to India to see my family. You guys are very responsive and very quick. Thank you so much.
I flew in this morning from Atlanta. I'm flying to Hyderabad, and I really want to thank the Indian Embassy at Atlanta for helping me get onto this flight. They have understood my emergency and tried really hard for me to get onto the flight here.
Another flight under the Vande Bharat mission will leave Toronto for New Delhi, and this is the first flight from Canada under phase 3 of the Vande Bharat mission. 3,526 people have returned on Wednesday from Doha, Frankfurt, Dammam, Riyadh, Jeddah, Abu Dhabi, Bahrain, Salalah, Singapore, Muscat and Kuala Lumpur. And let's now take a look at the latest update on the COVID-19 updates from across the country. The number of those recovered patients from COVID-19 has exceeded the number of active patients in the country, and for the second consecutive day today, that is. The Health Ministry has said that 1,41,028 patients have recovered, and the total number of active cases is 1,37,448. The recovery rate is inching closer to 50%. Moving on now, on the call of Prime Minister Modi, IIT Delhi has taken steps towards a self-reliant India. The institute has set a target of getting more than 200 patients every year starting next year, with more emphasis on research. Here's a report.
The ongoing response to COVID-19 pandemic by researchers and startups at various IITs to mitigate many risks of the disease by developing and deploying diagnostic kits, PPEs, masks, etc. attests to the inherent strength of our world-class institutes to rise to any challenge. The present global scenario has raised a spectre of numerous challenges wherein the country's emphasis on self-reliant India or Atmanirbhar Bharat promises to bring out the best that our institutes have to offer. IIT Delhi, an institute of eminence, is eminently placed to lead such self-reliant efforts. It is already amongst the top 10 global institutes producing the most unicorn founders.
IIT Delhi is helping Government of India and our Honorable Prime Minister in the Government of India's Atmanirbhar initiatives. And at IIT Delhi, we are taking many steps right now to turn our students into job providers rather than remaining as job seekers. So there are a lot of initiatives that we have launched in the institute towards making this a possibility.
IIT Delhi also takes a leading position in the country about the number of startups created by its students and alumni and the total funds raised by these startups. The institute has invested over rupees 350 crore in the last few years to solve grand challenges by leveraging high-tech research facilities.
That's a good kind of a possibility for Indian academia to contribute to startup initiatives, through technology-driven entrepreneurship kind of initiatives, and through interdisciplinary research kind of initiatives. And this is also where our alumni are coming forward and helping us in variety of ways. So I would like to say that I think down the line you will see IIT Delhi standing up with the public and with the society, and in finding solutions to the problems that we are currently facing in the country.
The upcoming Research and Innovation Park on the campus of IIT Delhi will enhance research translation and joint R&D with industry and support more than 100 startups at a time. The institute aims to file over 200 patents per year from the year 2021. It currently files more than 150 patents in a year, that is one patent for every 17 research publications. With inputs from Nishant Saurabh, DD News, New Delhi.
Taking inspiration from the call of Prime Minister Modi, Constable R.P. Mondal of 171 Battalion has donated 1 lakh rupees from his own savings for supporting the cause of fight against COVID-19 pandemic. He is rendering his services to the nation during these challenging times. And out of his total donation, Constable R.P. Mondal has donated 60,000 rupees to PM CARES Fund and 40,000 rupees to WBSEF. And in news from Jammu and Kashmir, an army personnel was martyred and a civilian injured as Pakistani army heavily shelled villages and forward posts along the LOC in the twin border districts of Rajouri and Poonch. The defense spokesperson had told DD News that Pakistan Army opened fire and shelled civilian areas and the forward posts in Naushera and Mendar sectors since last evening, leaving an army Jawan martyred and a villager injured. The Indian troops guarding the borderline retaliated, resulting in heavy exchanges. Several houses were also damaged due to Pakistani troops' fire and mortars. People living in the border hamlets took shelter in the bunkers to save themselves from the indiscriminate and unprovoked firing of the Pakistani troops. This is the 4th consecutive day of firing and shelling by the Pakistan Army. The Lonar Lake in Maharashtra's Buldana district is a popular tourist hub and also attracts scientists from all over the world. The color of water in Maharashtra's Lonar Lake, formed after a meteorite hit the earth some 50,000 years ago, has changed to pink, with the experts attributing it to the salinity and the presence of algae in the water body. The lake, which is a notified National Geoheritage Monument, has saline water with the pH of 10.5. Of late, the change in the color of water of the lake, having a mean diameter of 1.2 kilometers, has not only surprised the locals but also nature enthusiasts and scientists. And meanwhile, the officials have also been asked to collect the sample of the water and dig out the reason behind the changing color of the lake. Now, ahead of the International Yoga Day on 21st of June, the Lieutenant Governor of Ladakh, R.K. Mathur, has released a video made by the National Research Institute of Sawa Rigpa on the yoga asanas, aiming to generate awareness among people on the importance of practicing yoga in our daily lives. The video in Ladakhi is based on the protocols of Ministry of Ayush. And speaking on the occasion, the Lieutenant Governor has said that this year's Yoga Day was scheduled to be held in Ladakh, but due to the persisting COVID-19 crisis, it had to be cancelled. And now let's take a look at the COVID-19 updates from across the world. The global tally for the cases of COVID-19 has gone up to more than 73.6 lakh, with the death toll increasing to 4,16,201. The US still continues to lead the world with a case toll of over 20 lakh and 1,12,924 deaths. Brazil, the new global hotspot, saw cases jump to 7,72,416 and deaths rising to 39,680. while the cases in Russia grew to 4,93,023 and the deaths rose to 6,350. In the UK, the cases have risen to 2,91,588 and the fatalities have also grown to 41,213, the second highest death toll in the world after the US and the highest total in Europe. The World Health Organization Director General has said that the asymptomatic transmission of the COVID-19 can occur, but more research was needed before drawing any conclusion. The WHO chief said it was very rare for the asymptomatic people to pass the virus on. But he's also stressed that this observation was based on a relatively small set of studies. Evidence has suggested that people with symptoms are most infectious, but the disease can be passed on before the symptoms develop. Although a proportion of the people who test positive with no symptoms, it is still an open question on how many of these people go on to infect others. And with that, it's a wrap on this edition of the news. But before we go, a look at the headlines. Prime Minister Modi says time has come for the Indian industry to work towards creating a globally competitive domestic supply chain. Prime Minister calls for bold decisions and bold investments and says the Atmanirbhar Bharat is the way forward while addressing the 95th annual plenary of the Indian Chambers of Commerce. The Fitch Ratings says the Indian economy to grow at the rate of 9.5% in 21-22. The agency exudes confidence in a sustained reduction in general government debt. Says the structural reforms in the key sectors of the economy, 20 lakh crore rupees economic package announced by the government to boost India's GDP. In a big achievement against the menace of terror in the Kashmir Valley, the Jammu and Kashmir police boss a Pakistan-sponsored terror outfit in Handwara, arrests 3 Lashkar terror associates and seizes heroin worth 100 crore rupees. INS Shardul carrying 233 fishermen stranded in Iran scheduled to arrive at the Porbandar coast under Operation Samudra Setu. Various flights from the US, Canada and Europe scheduled as part of the Vande Bharat mission. The number of recoveries remain above active COVID-19 cases in India, over 1.41 lakh cured and discharged, while the active cases stand at 1.37 lakh. More than 52 lakh samples tested so far. The central teams deployed in the 6 cities to assist states in the COVID-19 management. The COVID-19 cases across the globe continue to spiral up with over 73.5 lakh confirmed cases worldwide. Over 34 lakh people recovered while 4.1 lakh people succumbed to the virus. The WHO chief says asymptomatic transmission of COVID-19 can occur, but more research needed before drawing any conclusion. And with that, it's a wrap on this newscast, but news and updates will continue here on Doordarshan News and DD India. Thanks very much for being with us.